Welcome back to VKS Learning. In this tutorial series we will be learning and exploring Linux OS, and this video is all about installing VirtualBox, which is used to run Linux OS on your host OS.
Hello everyone and welcome back again to VKS Learning. So this video will be specific about installing VirtualBox. So first let us know what is VirtualBox. So basically it is a tool which we generally use for virtualizing system hardware architecture, and the main use is like we can have another operating system within operating system. So just like it comprises of host OS and guest OS. So as you can see, this is Windows 11 installed in my PC. So this will be working as a host OS, and similarly we can have Windows, Linux and Mac OS as our host OS, and within this, we will be installing VirtualBox software. Using that, we will be configuring the guest OS, which can be Windows, Linux, Solaris, Mac OS, MS-DOS, and other type of operating system that can be specifically configured using VirtualBox. So VirtualBox is like it enable us to run multiple OS in. So VirtualBox is just like it is enabling us to run multiple operating system in different virtual machine at a once, and it's basically like the guest OS is going to use the hardware and software resources that is being configured into the host OS. So to get into this using of another system into one system, just like we are going to use Linux installed within Windows. So for that we need to get VirtualBox. So let's get started installing VirtualBox. For that we just need to go to Chrome or any search engine and need to search VirtualBox. So VirtualBox is a tool that is being developed by the Oracle, and we have to go to Oracle VM VirtualBox. Under this, we have to go with download VirtualBox 7.0. So these are the various host options which it is showing, like we can have Windows host, Mac OS, Linux distribution host, Solaris host, Solaris 11 IPS host. So whichever Windows or software or operating system you are using, you have to use that specific host. So as I'm using Windows host, I will be downloading this. Hardly it will take some time to download, and it's done. So after that, we just need to start this installer file and just follow the same steps. We need to press next. We need to define the location where we are going to use this VirtualBox. So I wish to install it in our local disk D. Under this, I have created one folder, and here I will create this as VM and need to install it here. Then press next. It is showing about the network interface errors. Proceed with installation. Yes. And press install. So it will hardly take 5 to 10 minutes depending upon your operating system and your configurations. So will be done in a very quick time. Just need to wait for that much time. And once it is done, we can launch our this VirtualBox, and then we need to download one installer image file. Like whenever you are going to download one, whenever you are going to install some operating system, you either need that exe installer file, that ISO image file, or you need that CD drive disk. So for this instance, we are going to download the ISO installer file, that is ISO image file, and we will be configuring that into this VirtualBox. And this is done. So we chose to start this VirtualBox. We can run this, and this is the complete VirtualBox interface which look like. So from here we can create one VMs. We can import this disk file. We can create new virtual machine. We have to choose the name. Like I am going to create this Linux server. So I will be choosing it Linux RHEL7. I'm going to download this Red Hat Enterprise Linux 7. We can choose the folder also. So I'm going to again choose this folder as data warehouse. Then my Linux folder, I will create this as Linux. I'm going to select this file. Then we need to select the ISO image. This can be done earlier, I think also. And then from here, Linux, it already selected Red Hat. Give the next. And we need to give some base memory that completely depends upon your RAM that is being configured. and number of processor CPUs, and make sure that you are going to select it into the green zone only, because that specifically defines that the same memory and processor that your host OS is going to use, the same guest OS is going to share that memory from host OS only. So if you are allocating a much larger value, that will be going to cause some issues for your host OS, and even your this guest OS will be running slow. So it's better like give one CPU and memory is like something. So my total RAM is of 8 GB, which I can't select. So I will give it around 1024, so around 2 GBs. And at this moment, I've given it to 4 CPUs. Then need to present next. And this is the like virtual disk. So as your host OS is having one hard disk that is either SSD or HDD. So in the same way, this VM VirtualBox is going to create a virtual hard disk that is that will be used for your guest OS. So you have to create one virtual hard disk. You can select like the complete size. I am having 2 TB. From that, I can choose this size. I will keep it about, like, it is preferred to keep it at least minimum 20 to 30 GB. For a moment, I will keep it as 30 will be large. Keep it at 20 GB. 20 or something is around. We can either change it from here also. 20 GB will be enough. This next, these are our machine name and configuration OS type. So it is name is RHEL Red Hat Linux 7. This is the machine folder where it will be this virtual machine will be configured. The OS type, guest OS type is Red Hat 64-bit. Base memory 2 GB, 4 processors. EFI is not enabled, and disk size is 20 GB. And we are not pre-allocating the complete size. So pre-allocation means that at a single moment during configuration, it is going to take up this 20 GB statically. So that means that whenever this installation creation of virtual machine is done, it is going to occupy that 20 GB at once. Later on, it will be having that fast operation, but yes, the complete 20 GB will be used at this moment, and it will go waste till the moment it is not being used. So it preferred to allocate this memory dynamically, which means that whenever there is requirement, the specific memory will be allocated, but that process is a bit slow, but that's okay. And we just need to press finish. And using this our virtual machine has been created. And in the next step, in the next video, coming video, we will be installing this Red Hat Linux 7, whichever OS you wish to. You just need to download that ISO image of that guest operating system. Either if you wish, you can have Windows 7 inside Windows 10. So that is also possible for this. So just download that ISO file, and in the next coming video, we will be configuring guest OS using this whichever memory allocation we have done. So this is the properties and descriptions of our guest OS. We have allocated such a memory, and what is the display, what is the storage. In the storage, you can see this as VDI. VDI is the extension for this virtual disk image. Everything is being done. So let's meet up in the next video where will be configuring the installation of guest OS. Thank you.
Thank you for watching this video. We have successfully downloaded, installed and configured Oracle VirtualBox. Like, comment if you found this video helpful and knowledgeable, and subscribe to get notified about coming videos. Till then, see you.